Hello, hello, hello. This is the Movement Code Podcast. My name is Antonio Gurule, your host. We aim to help you decode movement, health, and lifestyle so that you can expand your human capabilities and capacities. This is our first episode, and we're stoked to be here to briefly just kind of update you guys on what we want to do with this podcast and for you to get to know me a little bit better, your host. Now, I have intended on doing a podcast for quite some time now, and really, just to be honest, it's been more of a time thing and not really knowing what direction I wanted to go with it. But selfishly, my intention of starting a podcast was so that I can interview other practitioners, other strength coaches, other personal trainers, and other people that are just in the health and fitness world to learn more from them so that I can share that information not only in my own clinical practice or my own practice as a strength and conditioning coach and personal trainer, but also to just those that follow me on our website or on social media. And that's really what this extension is going to be off of. It's for us to have conversations and just learn about what people are doing in the health and fitness field and industry so that we can share that with you guys. There's a lot of podcasts out on the market today, and we appreciate you guys tuning in and being a part of this. And we're really looking forward to where this goes. Now, the introduction, episode 1. This is an opportunity for you guys to get to know me a little bit better and learn about me as a host. Once again, my name's Antonio. I am one of 4 boys. We grew up, where we were born in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and we came up to Colorado, to the Boulder County area when I was 8 years old. And to be honest, movement and just being active was just a way of life. Being one of 4 boys, everything was always about playing and competition and, trying to beat your brothers at a game or a sport or anything like that. So I've always been involved with sports and athletics and moving to some capacity as far as I can remember. That being said, that's part of what drove me to want to be into this field as a chiropractor and a rehab specialist and a personal trainer and strength coach. And from there, playing sports, most of the sports that we participated in, because we were of a larger family, we typically gravitated to more team-oriented sports. I myself have not done too many individual sports. It's mostly been team athletics, which revolved around mostly soccer and basketball. After high school, I knew just from a number of injuries that I sustained during high school that collegiate sports was probably not the avenue for me. But I ended up going to CU Boulder, just down the road from where we grew up, was a buff, participated and continued to play sports from an intramural level, not a collegiate level, but was still highly active within those sports. Not really getting into more of the training side till the tail end, I met my now wife, Nichelle, at the University of Colorado. We had physiology class together, and funny little story. It was the classic line, met each other at a party, and was basically like, hey, I think I have a class with you, which was true. It was true. I was not just dropping it as a line. But we ended up dating. She went out to California to be a chiropractor. I was going to be a physical therapist, but being waitlisted for the program that I wanted to get into, I then moved out to California to be with her and to just try to figure out what the next phase would be, pending that I was not going to get in that year. Started learning about all the cool stuff she was going through her chiropractic program at Palmer West Chiropractic College in San Jose, and decided that that would be a good route for us, knowing that eventually we would get married, have kids, and start a clinic together. Flash forward a couple years, this is where we are right now. Nichelle and I have 2 different practices in Lafayette, Colorado, which is just east of Boulder, still Boulder County. Our first practice that we started was called Enhanced Movements, which is currently the practice that I am the primary clinician for and primary coach for, although we both own these. And the second practice is Gaia Health. Gaia Health was created out of a necessity for women and their children to get better care through the prenatal stages and the postpartum phases, and then obviously the kids during that super young infant stage. Michelle is an absolute wonder to watch as she develops more and more content, as she starts to learn more, as she starts to give more for those patients. So we have enhanced movements and we have Gaia Health. We have 3 wonderful children. Bowden is the oldest, who is currently, as we're talking, 4.5. Laomi is 2. She's our little firecracker, and we currently have a 6-week-old at home, and his name is Tage. So life is busy, life is fun, life is exciting, and we wouldn't have it any other way. What do I enjoy doing currently on a daily basis? With that being said, we have 2 practices. We're always trying to develop more online content for our community, trying to expand our own clinical knowledge so that we can be best equipped for the people that we come across, for the community that we serve. And on top of that, we got 3 kids. So yeah, life is busy, but what I currently enjoy reading and learning about is most of this movement-based stuff. This is movement education, movement literacy. How do we move? How does someone develop better movement patterns? How do we deal with aches and pains and injuries? How do we get stronger? Currently, a lot of my focus is more based on the strength training and the personal training side. I want to expand my clinical knowledge and my practitioner, being a practitioner in that area, expand my knowledge so I can best serve clients and best serve patients, to teach them how to get stronger, to develop programs for them if they are interested in getting on some sort of a strength-based program, and most importantly, for those that are interested in doing it in somewhat of a minimalist type of way. I myself, with the busy lifestyle that I hold, as many of you currently do, it's hard to get in these training workouts, and I myself am super biased and drawn towards using kettlebells, suspension trainers, and bands for the primary the sole focus of my training. Why? Because it's super simple and it's effective. I can throw it in a car and I can do it at a park. It's in my house and I can just jump out to the garage and do it. I don't have to prepare and mobilize and get myself ready as much as I would have to do with the barbell, and I'm able to get in the results that I want to see. Now, do I still work with other pieces of equipment? I currently will still participate in CrossFit classes when they're active in our local community. I'll do barbell work myself, but I have found a strong tie to basically how my body responds, and it could just be the season of life, but I really enjoy the kettlebell work, and if you have not tried kettlebells, I would encourage you to do so, and if you have, you know what I'm talking about. So a lot of fun stuff there. Yeah, that's that's where I really want to go with this. We're going to keep this short for this first one. Now, moving forward, what are these going to look like? Moving forward, these are going to be more interview-based style podcasts. We're going to get people on that are going to talk about different elements of health and fitness. We have some lineups put forth where we want to talk about nutrition. We want to talk about the benefits of sleep and why we need sleep, and maybe how not sleeping enough could be leading to certain levels of health issues that we're seeing across the world. How a lack of sleep could actually be increasing the amount of pain that you're experiencing. We want to talk with also local healthcare providers in our area at a more micro level, just to see what the community is doing at whole. Right here in front of us. It's super easy to talk to the leading experts who are teaching everyone, who's then teaching more people, which we want to be able to get those people on, but we want to see what's being done on a micro level. Now, is that so applicable if you don't live in our area? Of course. This is the information age. We want to provide you the best information that we possibly can to help you lead a better life, to be healthier, to move better, to have less pain, to feel stronger, to feel more capable. Okay? So that's the focus. That's where we want to go. This is the Movement Code Podcast, and we're really looking forward to having you guys walk along this journey with us. If you have specific questions that you want answers to, or that you're seeking answers for, if you have topics that you're interested in, if you have ideas or people that you would love to hear on the podcast, please feel free to reach out to us. You can always send us that information. We would love to know what is driving you guys and what information that you want to also hear. So thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next episode.